looking into the actual framework, we have on the top, we have capabilities or sort of the crew. So the reason why we both call it capabilities and the crew was to kind of recognize that instead of saying you need these people, then it's more like you need these capabilities. So it's more on an outcome based kind of thinking than it's on a person thinking level. But regardless, there are 5 boxes that we kind of identified that are super important to get anywhere. First of all, you need some leadership. There's some mission and vision. There's some sequencing that somebody needs to be doing. There is the day-to-day energy. There is storytelling, inspiration within the team, within the businesses. There is like you need to coach, and we have a specific framework that we can spend a lot of time that has to do with talents, TT38, psychometrics, all these kind of things. But there's a bunch of things that goes into leadership, for instance, about incentivizing energy, ownership, and hiring people that you need. So that would be one box, um, and um, and that is one of the capabilities that need that you sort of need on the crew side. Other things, without going into all of the specifics, you'd say you need some sort of GTM excellence, and it can be a hire that is your head of GTM, but it could also be that the studio founder who has the CEO leadership GP, however he entitles himself, could also be the GTM capability. So it's just to kind of say it depends on the team, but it is a capability that is needed. The same then goes for you need somebody in product tech or innovation excellence, you could say. That would typically also be like head of product, CPO type person, CTO could also be CTPO, but you need this capability as well, right? And then you need people to execute. You need operators. You need people, and everybody will obviously in a small team be in operations, but still there are certain people like founders associates could be a good example, COOs type get shit done type people. They are also very instrumental to the success. And then the last people, the last sort of capability people think we think is important in this dimension is the domain expertise, because it just helps you immensely to build up your studio if you have a very clear thesis on what are you building, who are you building for, what's the ICP. The stronger you become on the ICP, the more you know your customer, your client, the easier it becomes to build a flywheel also of the different sort of engines, underlying technologies that you're building, because you can keep rolling out some of the same things, but maybe with a different attack vector or in a little bit different light, right? So this domain expertise will just also help you to understand the problem that you're trying to solve,